Hello, I'm going to share with you my newest book. It's called Cowboys and Aliens All Mixed Up. The predecessor to that was simply Aliens All Mixed Up. And so then we added Cowboys and Cowgirls to create a new mix and match book. Have two coming. One is already finished. It's called Pooches All Mixed Up, featuring 1,728 different dog combinations. And the one that is almost completed right now is a dinosaurs all mixed up. Would love to know what you think we should call it, rather than just dinos all mixed up or something like that. So this is how the books work if you haven't seen them. There's been mix and match books before, but what I did a little bit differently than most that I've seen is I put a lot of story in here, because most of them have just like one or two words on the panel. And what I wanted to do was have something that would be more interesting to a reader. This can also be really fun for a non-reader because it does have 1,728 different combinations. So what I did to get the formula to work on the first book, finally figured it out, it took a while, is the top panel always tells you who the cowboy alien is and where they're from. And here is what they're here to do, and this is how they get around. So it's kind of a who, where, what, and how, kind of a combination. It's kind of what I teach in schools too, using the 5 W's, who, where, when, why, and what is this story about, and then connecting it with your senses. So what we did here was we created 6 panels that are male or cowboy aliens, and 6 panels that are female cowgirl aliens. And so when you mix the bottom panel, it changes the way they get around. And when you mix the middle panel, it changes their outfit, and then the top panel changes their head and who they are. And then, of course, in all of my books, if you haven't noticed, I have underwear in every book. And this particular book has a pair of briefs. There's always that debate. Is it boxers or briefs? I think it's boxer briefs, but in here you can also put them in boxers. So it's kind of fun. I always get a great giggle with the kindergartners through 3rd graders and middle schoolers when you talk about underwear. So for this panel, for instance, what it would say is, I'm 3-Feather Heather, the tribe's princess, I'm in charge. The smoke signals warn me when the bandits are at large. With my laser-powered squirt guns, I'll keep the peace and quiet in the Bubbling Gun Saloon when there's a rowdy riot. My galactic-powered skateboard zooms through the cosmos fast, jumps ramps and many obstacles with a missile-boosting blast. And if you wanted to move a different way, in my spiked magic heels kicking up when I dance, with all the rowdy cowboys, I bring this place romance. Romance, huh? I am zany zappy Zorro from the blue orb zip and zoom. Spy satellites follow closely. I arrive with a sonic boom. In little Pedro's barber shop, I clip and snip and cut. I shave beards, trim sideburns, and gather scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt. Whenever I read that out loud, of course the kids say, he said butt. I said scuttlebutt. In gaucho tidy whities and slick black tapping shoes, I entertain the gold rush folks and chase away their blues. So that's an example of how these work. And the pooches all mixed up is going to be 12 different dogs that mix and match their outfits. Really, really wonderfully illustrated by Lori McAdam, who does all my mix and match books. And then the dinosaur one I think is my absolute favorite, because I love dinosaurs and I cannot wait to get dinosaur books out into the world, because I've got several dinosaur books cooking right now. One with time-traveling twins, Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and one, a T-Rex is trying to get a job. I keep looking out because there's squirrels and birds looking in at me. This is my home office. This is where I work. And I'm kind of a cluttered guy. This week is going to be my clean the office up. So maybe you'll see some improvements here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and please share this with your friends. If you're interested in getting the mix and match books, they're at justinmatot.com. And I'm going to see what my mailman will do to keep my deliveries going, because I've got some deliveries to do today, but we are on a lockdown here in Colorado. So I will see what I can do to get books out to people as quickly as possible. Thank you.